Psychology of Music by April Finley. The article I chose was Musical Influences in Advertising, How Music Modifies First Impressions of Product Endorsers and Brands. The author was Mark F. Sander, and the reference is Psychology of Music, copyright 2006. The article discusses issues related to perception and cognition, specifically how music can have different effects on people. Previous research on musical fit theory claimed that music that complements the advertisement and interacts with how each subject perceives its appropriateness or relevance to the main message and product of the advertisement may also have a favorable impact on customers in a high engagement state. The author wanted to explore the influence music can have on a commercial when it is fitting and message congruent, and if different product and message corresponding musical styles influence their perception as well. The author observed subjects who were assigned to one of 3 versions of a radio commercial for a brand of mineral water, and each version differed in the selection of music. Group 1's commercial used the song Soft Shoe by Alec Gould, the genre being amusing swing. Group 2's commercial used the piano ballad Worth to Remember, composed by Madeline Francos. Group 3's viewed a non-music version of the commercial. To test the subject's impressions towards the endorser, the Approved Personality Inventory (GT) test, a test that measures a person's social attributes and social behavior because of psychoanalytic and psychological considerations, was used. GT consists of 1. Questions on emotional states such as anxiety, underlying mood, and self-control. 2. Questions on ego qualities such as introspection, imagination, and permeability. 3. Questions on basic interpersonal states such as emotional closeness, dependency, trust. And 4. Questions on social reactions and responses by others. The author found that the music from Group 1 led to more agitated and animated impressions of the mineral water. Group 2 appeared more quiet and calm and saw the brand as softer, more reserved, devoted, and gentle. It was assumed that both musical pieces were congruent with the product, consistent with the findings of the musical fit study. There was a very positive general feeling toward the commercial, and buying intentions were nearly the same in all 3 groups. The author concluded that music has the ability to change the impression listeners of commercials have of the product and endorser. Between the groups, attributes to the same endorser differentiated, and impressions of the brand were reliant on the style of music that was played. Sander concluded, consequently, different music changes the focus of our perception without inhibiting positive reactions to a commercial when fit is given. I first saw this advertisement on YouTube. It is an ad for the soft drink Sprite and starts with Drake in the recording studio. He takes off his headphones, saying that he's not able to perform. He then takes a sip of Sprite, and the logo shines on the screen. In the background, since the beginning of the video, hip-hop music was playing, but as he sips the Sprite, it begins to play louder. Drake's body begins to separate, sort of like a robot, and the Sprite courses through his body, kind of like it going through his veins. When his pieces come back together and he finishes swallowing his sip of Sprite, he begins to rap to the music in the background. The Sprite logo appears on the screen alone. The ad coincides with the findings from the article by using music to influence the listener's perception of the product and endorser. It does this by including upbeat music featuring Drake as the endorser. This persuades the audience to be excited about the product because they portray it as more than just a drink. If when Drake drinks it, he can perform better. Thus, this would influence people to buy the product and have higher interaction with the advertisement. I have thought of 2 varying versions of the Sprite commercial. The first version changes the music in the background to be softer, more calm, like an acoustic guitar playing in the back. The second version of the ad would have no music. If the findings on musical fit are accurate, both versions should influence the watcher's impressions of the endorser and the product.